Annyeonghaseyo and welcome back to the Korea Open, the Super Series. You are watching the GAC Group 2015 ITTF World Tour, and here is the hometown favorite, JOO Saehyuk, a legend, the best defensive player in the world who managed to come back and win in 7 games yesterday against Kim Dong-hyun. Has been playing an outstanding tournament and an outstanding 2 weeks. Japan Open before this, taking out Junmi Zutani, and here's Junmi Zutani's teammate, the number 2 seed in the tournament, Koki NIWA of Japan. The left-handed player is quite fascinating to watch. Again, a lot of his shots look quite effortless. He's got great touch, creative play, and we'll see how he does against the defensive player here. JOO Saehyuk, world rank number 15, the top chopper in the game, 35 years old, the 3rd seed in this tournament. And Koki NIWA, world rank number 12 at 20 years old, is the 2nd seed in this tournament. Sticking around for the Universiade Games here in Korea. Head umpire and our assistant umpire coming up. And after the handshakes, it'll be an exciting match. Koki NIWA lost last time he played his own teammate, Yuto Muramatsu, in Japan Open. It was a 7-gamer. Koki NIWA had the lead. And Yuto Muramatsu saw that Koki NIWA was taking it a little bit easy, relaxing a little bit much, and Muramatsu decided he was going to fight to come back. Wasn't happy with his performance in the under-21 men's singles. So in the men's singles, made it much farther. So JOO Saehyuk in this tournament started off playing Hampus Sutherland from Sweden, who beat a top-spinning defensive player, you could say, Stefan Wesch, in the round to get there. So Sutherland was having a strong tournament when JOO Saehyuk took him down 4-0. Hey Mom, we're on screen, look at us. Where's the camera when you need one? A giant TV. JOO Saehyuk then beat Stefan Mengel, but it was a real tough match. A test of endurance. JOO Saehyuk was down 3-2 after Stefan Mengel won 11-2 in the 5th, then pulled it out 11-7 and 11-3 in the 6th and 7th respectively. Stefan Mengel's had some great matches over the years and has been playing well, coming very close to the brink, but JOO Saehyuk stopping him. And then after that, Kim Dong-hyun in a 7-gamer, 11-8 in the 7th, an outstanding match. On our lunch break today, you should go back and watch. You can watch full matches on ITTF.com/ITTV. Also check out the ITTF Facebook page for all sorts of news and excitement. Again, these players are playing for points not only in world rankings, but on their race to Lisbon. Lisbon, Portugal, later this year, will be having the World Tour Grand Finals, the big prize money tournament. Now, JOO Saehyuk is known for his aggressive forehand. Of course, being the best defensive player in the world, and there's Coach On in his corner. Being the best defensive player in the world means he can get the ball back time and time again. But if the ball's left a little bit high, or if he needs to, he can pull out his forehand for aggressive play. He's got a huge forehand stroke, and when he gets it in, ball does not come back often. There's Coach Yosuke Kurashima from Japan, head coach, the decision maker for who will be going to the Olympics. But in some senses, world rankings will be deciding that. Head umpire, Gennady Zakharov. And our assistant umpire, Tadja Yang. So right, both teams here, the Japanese Association and also the Korean Table Tennis Association, deciding quite early who's going to the Olympics. In September, the decisions will be made for the Japanese team. It'll be looking at the world rankings. And in October, for the Korean team.
3rd game.
NIWA had a lot of trouble running into the base of the table yesterday. We'll see if that's a factor here against the chopper. He's definitely going to have to be right at the baseline. First point in the best of 7 goes to NIWA, outright with the serve.
1-1.
Sometimes it takes some settling in against the defender. Every defender's a little bit different. The angle's off the bounce. I think NIWA is going to be more comfortable blocking, punching, than he will be looping against chops.
Three-1.
Now this is the second match in a row that Saehyuk has started quite aggressively. NIWA's got the timing just right. And despite his small stature, Koki NIWA's quite fit. You can see it in his quads. He's also got a six-pack, pretty ripped on the left arm. Comfortable block, but Saehyuk plays it to the short side of the table from wide on the forehand to take the point.
Let.
The missed contact at the back of the table, that's an outstanding point. Both players working the angles, blocking and running all around. Ball left up a little bit high, but it's deep on the table.
6-3.
Again, patient play against defenders. Typically a bit more successful. They're used to bringing the ball back time and time again. Service deception, the contact and the little wiggle after. Difficult to read if it's top or under on the side spin. Saehyuk with some deception of his own. 16 years of world-class experience shows up out here.
7-5.
Just a reminder, game one yesterday against Kim Dong-hyun. Saehyuk lost 11 points to 1 and came back to win the next 3 games in a row. Too good. Court left open in the backhand side, and Koki NIWA was all over it, ready to take it away. Kim Dong-hyun in the crowd. Coach Tanaka. Sorry, physical trainer Tanaka, the healer for the Japanese team in the crowd. Break off the top of the net, recovered by Saehyuk. He stays in there, 2-point game.
8.
We talked about the body language of Koki NIWA, the face. Misses a big shot, just a sniff.
7-8.
Spinny forehand deep on the table. Saehyuk a little bit more topspin, a little less pace. And it's blocked up and out, tied up at 8 points each. Just missing long on the spin shot from in near the table.
9-8.
As far as timing to twiddle, the black side is the long pips, the defensive rubber on Saehyuk's racket. A lot of the time when a player comes rushing into the table, they tend to twiddle. He used the long pips to push. Break off the top of the net, a little bit of fortune, but sure enough, ball stays in play, and with the long pips, pushes it back. 9 points each at the end of game one. Fighting, crowd cheering for Saehyuk. Big forehand played to the middle, right on the body and left with the racket head straight up. NIWA blocks it out. Despite leading most of this game, Koki NIWA is now facing a game point in game one. Counterattack clicks the top of the net, but it's Saehyuk 11-9 in game one over Koki NIWA to start off the best of 7. We'll see how things go in game two after this short break.
open the door.
And the players are back at the table for game 2.
All right.
Was thinking about the selection for the World Championships
Second
and for the
game,
Olympics.
Saehyuk,
A lot
level.
of teams won't send defenders. One of the reasons for that is between doubles being played in the Olympic format, but also defense against the Chinese not super successful. But in the case of JOO Saehyuk, he's so much at the head of the game right now. He will be going to any tournament Korea can send him to. Big forehand down the short side of the table. JOO Saehyuk coming in.
1-2.
2 in a row, quick decision, sees the ball's coming long, does not hesitate to attack it right at the back of the table. Years of experience to recognize right away that that serve's coming out. And this attack is on fire. A long push deep into the backhand court. Gets Koki NIWA off balance. And a deep breath is the most emotion I've seen from Koki NIWA in some time. Bottom of the net, heavy underspin. NIWA seems rattled right now. It's been mostly attacks that have been winning the points so far for JOO Saehyuk in this game. From down at the legs, gets out of the way, a little bit of side spin on the ball, and the crowd is quite pleased. Ear-to-ear smiles from fans with applause. That ball right there. Smart placement from the attacker. Just missing long. Haven't seen JOO Saehyuk miss many forehand loops yet this game. And now 2 in a row, going for the inside out. And just wanted to clarify something that was said yesterday. JOO Saehyuk never actually retired when he found out he had the blood thinning disease that tired him out. He took 2 months to go to doctors and rest, but never retired. Just floating it long, heavy spin on the inverted side from down low.
4-7.
A little bit out in front, made it difficult for him to really get under the ball. Just floating it long again, extra spin, a little bit slower, leaving it out in front.
5-7.
Clever change of pace and tactics from NIWA. So it was 2012 that JOO Saehyuk found out about his blood thinning disease, got treated, worked hard, overcame it, now taking medicine, and in top form out here. Big point, takes back some momentum and a 3-point lead. Big forehands again for a 4-point lead. Coach Lee there watching in the back. Miss hit on the backhand
10-5.
side. We don't see a lot of backhand attack attempts against defensive shots. It's a chopper maybe early in the rally like that. In general, they're going to step around for the forehand. Short side of the table puts it away. What shots we're seeing from JOO Saehyuk, just incredible. 75% of his points came from attacks in that game. What do you do on Koki NIWA's side? Well, we'll find out and see if anything can be done for Koki NIWA in game 3 just after this short break.
Time. Third game. NIWA Koki serve. Level.
And we're now back for the third game. It's a 2-0 lead for JOO Saehyuk.
1-0.
Little uncharacteristic. JOO Saehyuk, human too. Occasionally he'll make a mistake. Deep on the table, right at the white of the baseline.
Come on.
Inside out forehand clips the top of the net. JOO back on a roll. Must be butter. Despite the miss hit, he's playing fearlessly with the forehand side.
3-2.
Interesting receive choice, trying to go fast and deep into the backhand corner. Takes his time looking at it. Koki NIWA sees the ball, looks loaded with spin, and definitely is. But NIWA overcompensates, lifts a little bit too much. Flat hit off the top of the net and out. JOO Saehyuk pleasing the crowd again. Fans capturing moments of history on cell phones and whatever they can. Returning some of these shots, just amazing. Right into the body, hit hard by Koki NIWA at the table where he's most threatening. Just enough power muscling through, putting some pressure on JOO Saehyuk. Every attacker's shot's a little bit different, the timing. Heavy chop from deep in the backhand. JOO Saehyuk creeps out into the lead by 1. Running back into the table, it's the forehand to finish the point. Hands in the air, fighting, the crowd loving it. Even the commentators booth got sound engineers trying to be JOO Saehyuk right now. Swinging big. Look at that forehand. The way he gets the lower body into it as well. Forehand to forehand counter rally. We can watch this all day long. A bold, aggressive defender, JOO Saehyuk, still with the lead. Inside out goes for broke on the backhand corner, and the ball does not come back.
5-7.
Hey, it's us. Classic look from the crowd. And at the second towel break in game 3, JOO Saehyuk's leading 7-5. No, I don't have a point counter with me, but it's a shocking percentage of points that have been won on attacks from JOO Saehyuk. And there's another one. The thrilling shot in that point was the chop that floated all the way back low to the net. And that's a deep thinking coach right there. Kurashima, head coach from Japan's got a lot of work cut out for him right now. JOO Saehyuk's going to be making chops off the hardest attacks and huge forehands as well. A service point here and there for Koki NIWA with the deceptive reverse spin. But so far it hasn't been enough. Touch shot from NIWA back off the table. The crowd oohing and awing with every chop. Just getting better. It looked like NIWA stopped playing, like he thought the ball was off the table. Soft hands even backing up at the baseline, able to keep it short, not allowing JOO Saehyuk to attack. Overdoes it on the early forehand. Now early in the rally with long pips, there's not quite as much spin as once you've had a chance to loop it into the long pips. Again, long pips aren't creating the spin, they're reversing the spin, giving you back what you put in. Flat and deep on the table, heavy from the backhand side. JOO Saehyuk creeping in, and it's 3 game points for a 3-0 lead. Unbelievable points. Koki NIWA with the touch after some of those returns, smacking him right off the bounce time and time again. The crowd is really getting their money's worth right now. And it's only the semifinals. 2 game points left for JOO Saehyuk, 1 saved by Koki NIWA. Consider yourself lucky to be watching this match right now. Spin ball blocked off the top of the net and just wide on the short side of the table. 1 more game point saved. JOO now with his second serve and a chance to finish it before deuce happens. And there it is, back in at the table from all the way wide on the forehand side. The fast feet and the strong legs of JOO Saehyuk. 11-9 for a 3-0 lead, and the crowd is loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, game 4 just after this.
Time. Please.
And we're back for game 4. JOO Saehyuk, the greatest defender on the planet in the navy blue, playing for Korea against Koki NIWA in red from Japan. NIWA, the 2nd seed in this tournament, world rank number 12 with a higher world ranking and seeding than JOO Saehyuk, is losing 0 games to 3. Despite 3 shots right at the leg, JOO Saehyuk having no problem getting out of the way, coming right back into the table, and you can feel the pressure build when he comes into the table. NIWA going big, trying to finish the points early, put some pace on it.
0-2.
Again, defenders love it when players get impatient because they lose a lot of points. Just a thrilling shot wide to the deepest corner of the table, but Koki NIWA covers it. Look at this ball again, way out wide. It's tied up at 2 points each. Games 1 and 3 have been close. 9 points scored by Koki NIWA on both of those losses. Little break off the top of the net. And the apology, it's the lead for Koki NIWA. Now, JOO Saehyuk had a 3-1 lead yesterday against Kim Dong-hyun. We'll see if he can hang on to this lead here. He's just got 1 more game to go, and then he's in the men's singles finals, where he'll be facing Jung Young-shik, if he can do it. Moving the chops around on the table. Varying spins again. It's a little different coming off the inverted rubber on the forehand side versus the long pips on the backhand. Big forehand attack comes back fast, and JOO Saehyuk calming himself, taking a slower, spinnier, aggressive shot on the forehand side.
5-3.
That's experience right there, not rushing the second ball, not panicking. Speaking of panic, it's a timeout for Koki NIWA. It's a good time for a timeout. Wait much longer, match might be over. Again, head coach Yosuke Kurashima knows the game well. He's coaching at national training camps and women's clubs all over Japan throughout the year. You can see him on the world tour with much of the Japanese team. Now, Japan, quite famous for their defensive players, katoman, as they say, the choppers. Pretty much anywhere you go in Japan, you can find defensive players. Hitomi Sato, you've had a chance to see in this tournament, the 17-year-old leading in the under-21 women's race to Lisbon. It's a beautiful art form, the defensive game. Both Korea and Japan have it. The best defensive player in the world right now on screen, JOO Saehyuk from Korea. So we'll see how the timeout factors in here. Koki NIWA, if he can come back. Some good ideas, new tactics. Tough start. You never know what you're going to get. JOO Saehyuk is like a box of chocolates. From inside out serves to attacks on the forehand side to defense all around. Tough job for the head coach, the Japanese team. It doesn't matter. JOO Saehyuk's going to get it back. 8-3 right now. running out to a possible 4-0 victory. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I'd much rather watch an 11-9 in the 7th match than a blowout with the best players in the world, but right now the quality of points is so high that even if it's a 4-0 match, it's just been absolutely thrilling.
8-5.
Little break, change of pace. Koki NIWA shortens it up, softens the pace. And this time a little bit more power deep on the table.
8.
Early in the rally, while JOO Saehyuk's a little bit closer to the table, still backing off. Counterattack to the short side, falls short. NIWA's within 1 point of tying it up. Heavy spin over the middle of the table is trouble, and it's a big point for JOO Saehyuk to take back the lead by more than a point. It was 4 in a row for Koki NIWA. JOO Saehyuk with 2 serves here and a chance to finish the match. Soft, but a little bit too high. JOO Saehyuk is there. He's not backing off the table. He's staying in for the attack opportunity, and it's 3 match points with another serve for JOO Saehyuk. Big backhand to finish it. That's almost a throw in the towel. I don't care anymore backhand.
8-10.
It's a shot you don't mind losing on, but he went for it and he made it. Big counter forehand to the short side, just hitting the net. The crowd gasping for air right now. 1 point away from tying it up. Look at this shot. My goodness, JOO Saehyuk keeping this suspenseful. And Koki NIWA sees the short side of the table but can't do anything about it. JOO Saehyuk, the best defender in the world, much to the delight of the crowd, is moving on to the men's singles finals. 4 straight games over the top seed left in this tournament, but left no more. Koki NIWA has been eliminated, and JOO Saehyuk is moving on to play Jung Young Shik in the men's singles finals. We've got doubles finals for women's and men, and then the women's and men's singles finals coming up later today. Grab yourself some lunch, enjoy watching some matches from yesterday on ITTF.com, and come right back for the Korea Open because it's getting better and better. Fighting right here from Incheon, I'm Adam Bobrow.